You know what breaks my heart every October? Watching neighbors pull up baskets of leafy greens and crisp roots while most gardeners hang up their gloves, thinking the season's over. But here's the truth. October isn't the end of your garden. It's the golden hour. Right now, the soil is still warm from summer, but the air has cooled. The perfect combination nature designed for strong root growth and sweet, flavorful harvests. According to the USDA Climate Hub 2023, soil temperatures stay stable for up to 6 weeks after summer ends, giving cool weather vegetables exactly what they need to establish before winter. And research from the University of Minnesota Extension found that fall-planted crops develop root systems up to 40% stronger than spring plantings, meaning less work and better results come springtime. So if you've ever dreamed of a garden that keeps feeding you while everyone else is cleaning up, this is your moment. Today, we're diving into 15 vegetables you should plant this October. Crops that thrive in cool air, rest through winter, and reward you with months of effortless harvests. So, grab your favorite mug of tea, put on that cozy sweater, and let's plant smarter, not harder, because fall gardening is where experience truly shines. Number 1, radish. If you've ever wanted to see results fast, really fast, radishes are your go-to October crop. In just 25 to 30 days, you can go from seed to salad bowl. That's why I call radishes the confidence crop. When you see those bright red bulbs pushing up through the soil, it reminds you that fall gardening isn't just possible, it's powerful. Here's why October radishes are special. Cool soil temperatures slow the development of pungent compounds. According to Cornell University's Vegetable Research Program, radishes grown in fall produce less isothiocyanate, the compound responsible for sharp flavor. The result? Crisp, juicy roots with a naturally sweet bite. They're also incredibly easy on the hands and back, perfect for gardeners managing arthritis. Radishes grow shallowly and require almost no weeding when mulched. Simply sow seeds half an inch deep, about 2 inches apart, and water lightly. In less than a month, you'll have a colorful harvest that practically lifts itself from the soil. And the best part? The return on investment is unbeatable. A $3 seed packet easily yields 10 pounds of roots, worth $30 or more at the market. Fast, rewarding, and nearly foolproof. Radishes are the perfect way to start your October garden. Number 2, arugula. If you've ever tasted grocery store arugula and thought, that's too bitter, wait until you grow your own in cool weather. October is arugula's sweet spot, literally. When temperatures drop, this feisty little green loses its harshness and develops that perfect peppery, nutty flavor that chefs love. A study from UC Davis Plant Sciences Department found that arugula grown in cooler soil accumulates more glucosinolates, natural compounds linked to anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular health benefits. That means your fall-grown arugula isn't just tastier, it's healthier too. Sow the seeds about an inch apart in rows or scatter them over a bed and rake in lightly. Within 3 to 4 weeks, you'll have a lush carpet of greens. Harvest the outer leaves, and the plant will keep producing for months. A true cut-and-come-again crop. Arugula thrives in containers, raised beds, or even window boxes, making it ideal for seniors who prefer gardening at waist height. Keep the soil lightly moist, and you'll have a steady supply of greens perfect for sandwiches, soups, or a quick salad that tastes far fresher than anything in a plastic box. Number 3, spinach. Spinach might just be the most rewarding vegetable you'll ever plant in October. Here's why. When planted now, it germinates quickly in the still warm soil, grows to a few inches tall, and then simply pauses as winter sets in. Under a light mulch or row cover, it sits quietly all season, waiting. Come early spring, while everyone else is just starting their seeds indoors, your spinach wakes up and takes off, practically exploding with growth. The leaves turn tender, thick, and remarkably sweet. According to research from the USDA Agricultural Research Service, (RS), overwintered spinach contains up to 35% more natural sugars than spinach grown in spring. That's because mild frost triggers a protective response in the plant, converting starch into sugar to prevent freezing damage. Nature's built-in flavor boost. Plant varieties like Bloomsdale Long-Standing or Winter Giant. Scatter the seeds 2 inches apart, cover lightly, and water once. That's all the maintenance you'll need. For gardeners who want early spring greens without starting indoors, spinach is a gift. It's nearly effortless, deeply nutritious, and perfect for those who prefer to plant once, then rest easy. Number 4, lettuce. Imagine stepping into your garden in January, brushing off a bit of snow, and cutting a handful of fresh lettuce for dinner. It sounds impossible, but it isn't. With the right varieties, lettuce is one of the most cold-hardy vegetables you can grow. October is the perfect time to plant types like Winter Density or Arctic King. These cultivars are bred for resilience, staying crisp and vibrant even after light frost. According to the University of Vermont Extension, lettuce continues photosynthesis above 35 degrees Fahrenheit, meaning it can keep growing slowly throughout much of winter in most U.S. zones. To get started, sow seeds densely in shallow rows or trays, cover lightly with soil, and water gently. As the seedlings mature, thin them out and eat the thinnings. They're tender and delicious. Protect your lettuce with a simple row cover or small cold frame, and you'll extend your harvest for months. The real joy comes from the contrast, stepping into a cold morning and finding something so alive and green. For seniors, it's more than just fresh produce. It's a daily connection to growth and vitality during a quiet season. Financially, it's a win too. A head of organic winter lettuce can cost $5 or more in stores. Growing your own means saving money while savoring flavor that no grocery shelf can match. These first 4 crops, radish, arugula, spinach, and winter lettuce, are your foundation for fall gardening success. They're forgiving, fast, and incredibly rewarding. They teach the rhythm of fall soil, warm days, cool nights, and steady moisture. They show you that October gardening isn't about working harder. It's about timing smarter. For gardeners in their 50s, 60s, or beyond, these quick-growing, low-labor vegetables are confidence builders. They give you visible progress, steady harvests, and that unmistakable sense of accomplishment that comes from nurturing life, even as the days grow shorter. So before you pack away your tools, plant a few rows of these simple crops. By the time winter rolls around, your garden will still be quietly alive. And come spring, you'll be enjoying fresh, homegrown greens before most people even dust off their seed trays. Number 5, fava beans. Fava beans are one of those crops that quietly do double duty. They feed you and feed your soil at the same time. If you've ever wondered how to make your garden richer without relying on store-bought fertilizer, this is your plant. Fava beans, also called broad beans, are cold-hardy nitrogen fixers. Their deep-root systems pull nitrogen from the air and store it in nodules underground. When you harvest the beans and turn the leftover plants into the soil, they naturally release that nitrogen, enriching your garden for next season's crops. The USDA Soil Health Institute found that fava beans can add 25 to 30 pounds of nitrogen per acre, improving soil fertility and microbial balance for months afterward. Think of them as a living fertilizer factory that doesn't require a single bag of compost. Plant seeds 3 inches deep and 6 inches apart in October. They'll germinate in cool soil, sit quietly through winter, and surge with growth in early spring. You can harvest the pods by May, plump, buttery beans that make soups, salads, and risottos shine. And when the harvest is done, chop the plants into the soil. You've just turned your dinner crop into free fertilizer. For seniors, that's smart gardening. Fewer bags to lift, more value from every inch of soil. Number 6, kale. Kale is the definition of resilience. While most vegetables shy away from frost, kale thrives in it, and even tastes better because of it. Here's the science. When temperatures drop, kale plants protect themselves by converting starches into sugars, which lower the freezing point of their cells. The result? Sweeter, more tender leaves that make fall and winter-grown kale a completely different experience from the tough summer version. According to Cornell University's horticulture program, this process, known as cold-induced sweetening, increases soluble sugars by up to 40% after repeated frosts. That's why October is the best time to plant kale. The cooler it gets, the more flavorful your harvest becomes. Plant seeds or transplants about 12 inches apart in well-drained soil. Kale loves raised beds because they stay warmer and drier through winter. Choose cold-hardy varieties like Lacinato, Winterbore, or Red Russian. Beyond taste, kale is a nutritional powerhouse, rich in lutein for eye health, calcium for bones, and antioxidants for your heart. And it's generous. Each plant produces leaves for 6 to 8 months straight if you keep harvesting from the bottom up. For older gardeners, kale's upright habit and long lifespan mean less bending and more reward. It's a plant that works hard, quietly building health, flavor, and joy through every season. Number 7. Swiss chard. If you've ever wanted a vegetable that's both gorgeous and tireless, Swiss chard is your answer. With stems in ruby red, golden yellow, and neon pink, chard brings color to the garden even as the rest of it fades. But it's not just ornamental. It's one of the most productive and durable leafy greens you can grow. Planted in October, Swiss chard grows steadily through fall, slows during the coldest weeks, and then comes roaring back in early spring. If you don't let it bolt, flower, it can produce for up to 2 years. That's an incredible return for a single sowing. Researchers at UC Davis found that Swiss chard contains high levels of magnesium and beta-carotene, essential nutrients for muscle and heart function, something especially valuable for seniors maintaining strength and mobility. To grow, plant seeds an inch deep and 6 inches apart. Once seedlings appear, thin them out and eat the thinnings as baby greens. Keep harvesting the outer leaves, and the plant will continue producing from the center, a true cut-and-come-again performer. Swiss chard also tolerates partial shade, so you can tuck it into corners or near taller crops. It's ideal for gardeners who want a low-maintenance, high-color reward that lasts across seasons. And every time you walk by those rainbow stems, you'll be reminded that strength and beauty often grow side by side. Number 8. Carrots. There's a moment in late December when you dig through the mulch, pull up a carrot, rinse it off, and taste pure sweetness. That's not magic, it's plant chemistry. When the temperature drops, carrots respond by converting stored starch into natural sugars. The USDA Agricultural Research Service, ARS, confirms that cold-grown or overwintered carrots contain higher sucrose and glucose levels, giving them a sweeter flavor and a crisp, juicy texture. October-planted carrots grow slowly in the cooler soil, developing strong roots and dense color. You can leave them in the ground all winter, protected by a 3-inch layer of mulch or straw. Just brush it aside and harvest as needed. No rush, no storage hassle. This is one of the best choices for older gardeners. There's no need for heavy lifting or bending over long rows. Just dedicate a raised bed. Sow seeds a 1/4 inch deep and 2 inches apart, and let nature do the rest. Varieties like Bolero, Napoli, and Nelson thrive in fall conditions and hold their sweetness for months. You'll notice the difference immediately. These carrots are crisp enough to snack on raw and rich enough to turn the simplest soup into something remarkable. And here's the emotional reward. While most gardens lie dormant, your soil will still be hiding bright orange treasures that taste like sunshine stored underground. For anyone who loves the rhythm of the seasons, there's something magical about that. Fava beans, kale, Swiss chard, and carrots aren't just about harvests. They're about healing your soil and nourishing your body. They work symbiotically. Fava beans enrich your earth, kale and chard replenish your nutrition, and carrots remind you that even in cold, quiet months, growth is happening just beneath the surface. For senior gardeners, these crops represent low-effort, high-value rewards. They build soil health naturally, grow through multiple seasons, and fill your table with food that's both flavorful and deeply nutritious. Planting them in October isn't just about gardening. It's about investing in resilience for your garden, your health, and your peace of mind. Number 9. Garlic. Garlic is the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it vegetable. And October is the only time to plant it if you want those fat, flavorful bulbs come summer. When you tuck garlic cloves into cool soil now, they quietly develop strong roots before winters freeze. Then, as spring arrives, they surge upward, weeks ahead of anything planted later. Research from Cornell Cooperative Extension found that fall-planted garlic yields up to twice as much as spring-planted cloves, thanks to that crucial root establishment period. It's nature's slow investment, one that pays big dividends. Here's the math. 1 pound of seed garlic, about $15, gives you 40 to 50 bulbs, worth $120 to $150 at any farmer's market. That's a return few vegetables can match. Choose the right type for your region. Hardneck varieties, like Music or German White, thrive in cold climates and produce larger cloves with rich flavor. Soft-neck types, like Enchilium Red, handle warmer zones and store longer. Plant each clove 4 inches deep, 6 inches apart, pointy end up. Cover with mulch and walk away. By next June, you'll be pulling up fragrant, homegrown garlic. And if you save your best bulbs, you'll never need to buy seed garlic again. For seniors who appreciate long-term payoff with minimal effort, garlic is the perfect sleep-then-surge crop. Number 10, shallots. If garlic is practical, shallots are luxury that multiplies. These mild, slightly sweet bulbs elevate every dish, and they're shockingly easy to grow. Planting shallots in October gives them time to anchor roots before winter dormancy. Come spring, each bulb divides underground into 6 to 8 new bulbs, turning a small investment into a bounty. According to Cornell University's Small Farms program, shallots perform best in cool fall soil, producing larger and more uniform bulbs than spring plantings. And because they mature earlier than onions, they're an excellent bridge crop between winter and early summer harvests. Financially, they're impressive. A single pound of seed shallots, around $20, yields $100 to $120 worth of gourmet produce, the kind that sells for $8 a pound at grocery stores. Plant bulbs 2 inches deep and 6 inches apart in well-drained soil. Once planted, there's virtually no maintenance. Just mulch, water lightly, and let them do their thing. They store beautifully for months in a cool, dry place, making them ideal for batch cooking, soups, or roasting. For older gardeners, shallots offer that perfect mix of elegance and simplicity, a small effort that pays back in flavor and pride. Number 11, onions. If you love getting a jump on spring, fall-planted onion sets are your secret weapon. Instead of waiting until April, you could be pulling full-size onions by early June, weeks before your neighbors even see bulbs forming. Here's why. Onions planted in October focus on root development during the cool months, then grow explosively once temperatures rise. The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension found that overwintered onions mature 4 to 6 weeks earlier than spring sets and often have stronger, more disease-resistant bulbs. Start by choosing overwintering varieties like Walla Walla Sweet, Red Burgundy, or Tough Ball. Plant each small bulb about 2 inches deep and 4 inches apart in raised beds or rows. Cover with straw mulch to protect from frost heave. Overwintered onions need minimal care, just moisture during dry spells and weeding early on. By spring, you'll see lush green tops and soon after, round, fragrant bulbs ready for storage or cooking. Onions keep for 6 months or more when cured properly, meaning your October planting can supply your kitchen well into next year. For seniors, they're an ideal crop. Low bending, low fuss, and high reward. Number 12, cabbage. Cabbage may not sound glamorous, but it's one of the most reliable and cold-hardy crops you can grow, a true winter workhorse that can feed you for months. When planted in October, cabbage seedlings take advantage of the still warm soil to establish roots. As temperatures drop, they slow down but don't stop. Under a layer of straw or mulch, many varieties will survive freezes and even snow, continuing to grow at the first hint of spring warmth. The USDA Agricultural Research Service, ARS, reports that cabbage retains nearly all of its vitamin C and antioxidants even after light freezing, making a nutritional staple for cold season diets. Each head can weigh 5 to 10 pounds, storing easily in a cool, dry spot for up to 3 to 4 months. That makes cabbage perfect for seniors who prefer batch cooking. Think soups, stews, or sauerkraut that last all winter. Plant transplants 18 inches apart in rich, composted soil. Water deeply once a week, and mulch to stabilize soil temperature. Cold-tolerant varieties like January King, Danish Ballhead, and storage number 4 are built for this exact season. For older gardeners, cabbage represents security, a single planting that produces heavy, nutrient-rich food when the garden seems quiet. It's the plant that proves you don't need to work harder to eat well through winter. These 4, garlic, shallots, onions, and cabbage, represent the heart of strategic fall gardening. Each one is planted once, rests through winter, and rewards you with months of harvest and storage-friendly food. They're about working with the seasons, not against them, letting nature handle the hard part while you enjoy the results. For senior gardeners, this category embodies the idea of garden equity, small, thoughtful investments in October that keep paying you back all year long, both in nutrition and peace of mind. 13. Mache corn salad / lamb's lettuce, the secret winter gem. If you've never grown mache before, you're in for one of gardening's best-kept secrets. This unassuming little green, also known as corn salad or lamb's lettuce, is the definition of resilience and refinement. Mache is a true winter survivor. It germinates in cool weather, thrives in short daylight, and actually continues growing under snow. According to the University of Kentucky Extension, mache can tolerate temperatures as low as 5 degrees Fahrenheit, making it one of the hardiest salad greens you can grow. What makes it even more remarkable is its self-seeding nature. Once established, mache drops seeds in late spring and reappears in the same spot year after year. No replanting required. For gardeners who value low-maintenance crops, it's practically perennial. The flavor is mild, nutty, and buttery, a gourmet favorite in Europe. In U.S. markets, fresh mache can sell $4.08 per pound, but you can grow it at home for pennies. Scatter seeds in October, rake lightly, and keep moist until germination. Harvest entire rosettes or individual leaves. It's perfect for delicate salads, pairing beautifully with citrus and nuts. For senior gardeners, mache offers beauty in simplicity, a no-stress crop that rewards you even when the garden sleeps. Number 14. Asian greens. If you crave variety and love cooking, Asian greens are your fall garden's passport to adventure. These cool season champions, bok choy, mizuna, tatsoi, mustard greens, and others, deliver flavor, texture, and nutrition in one graceful package. They thrive in October's mild days and crisp nights, and unlike many summer vegetables, they prefer cooler soil. In fact, research from UC Davis Plant Sciences found that Asian greens grown in cool conditions contain up to 3 times more calcium than romaine lettuce, along with elevated levels of vitamin K and folate. Each variety brings its own charm. Bok choy offers a juicy crunch for stir-fries. Mizuna adds a mild peppery kick to salads. Tatsoi forms deep green rosettes perfect for soups or sautéing. They're also fast growers, ready to harvest in 30 to 40 days, which makes them a perfect late-season confidence booster. Sow seeds, ½ an inch deep, thin seedlings to 6 inches apart, and harvest outer leaves for continuous growth. For seniors, Asian greens offer the best of both worlds. Quick results and incredible nutrition with minimal effort. They bring color and variety to your plate and satisfaction to your gardening routine. And here's the bonus. Most Asian greens are self-sufficient in cooler zones. Cover them lightly with frost cloth, and they'll keep producing long after other greens have called it quits. Number 15. Leeks. Leeks are the quiet achievers of the fall garden. Slow to grow, but deeply rewarding. They're graceful, upright, and incredibly hardy, earning them the nickname the gentle giant of winter. Unlike onions, leeks don't form bulbs. Instead, they develop long, tender white stems prized for their subtle onion garlic flavor. And they're tough. USDA Agricultural Research Service, ARS, data shows leeks can survive temperatures well below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, continuing to grow slowly all winter under mulch or light snow cover. Plant leek transplants about 6 inches deep and 6 inches apart in trenches. As they grow, gradually he'll soil up around the stems to blanch them. This keeps the base white, tender, and sweet. Leeks can stay in the ground all winter, allowing you to harvest gradually as needed. No rush, no storage bins. Just dig one up when soup season calls. Beyond their flavor, Leeks are rich in allicin compounds, similar to garlic, which studies from the USDA confirm support heart health and circulation. A perfect fit for gardeners focused on wellness. For older growers, leeks are wonderfully forgiving. They need little attention, resist most pests, and reward patience with flavor that deepens through the cold months. Whether added to stews, roasted with olive oil, or simmered into creamy leek soup, they're proof that slow gardening can be the most satisfying kind. Mache, Asian greens, and leeks embody the spirit of the adventurous gardener, the one who sees potential where others see the end of the season. These are crops for those who like to experiment, to taste something new, to enjoy the quiet miracle of growth in cold soil. Each plant thrives when others fail, turning late autumn into a season of discovery instead of decline. They ask little, give much, and reward the gardener who dares to try with both flavor and pride. For senior gardeners especially, this trio proves that curiosity doesn't fade with age, it simply grows deeper roots. October isn't the end of your gardening year. It's your head start for spring. It's the moment when quiet effort meets long-term reward. Start small. Choose 3 to 5 crops from this guide, maybe garlic, kale, and carrots, and plant them this month. Each seed or bulb you set in the soil is more than a future harvest. It's a quiet promise of renewal, resilience, and abundance. When spring returns, you'll see more than green leaves. You'll see the results of your foresight, patience, and care. So take your time, enjoy the rhythm, and remember, every season has something to give. Keep growing, keep smiling, and remember, a peaceful garden keeps you young at heart.